Hey everybody, Lauren here, um, in another parking lot. I had to go get groceries, but I just wanted to drop off and say that, or really just kind of tell a story and what I learned from it. So, Friday, my husband bought a motorcycle. I've had a motorcycle for about 3 or 4 years now. And, when I bought mine, I just went out on a limb and bought it. I didn't know anybody that rode. I didn't know how to ride. I didn't have a permit. When I bought it, I got my permit that day so that I could learn how to ride it. And I learned how to ride it in the cul-de-sac in my neighborhood watching YouTube videos. Watching YouTube videos like Blockhead. And then I took the MSF course and all that stuff. And um, the rest is history. And I love my bike. Over the last year and a half, 2 years, I haven't really been able to ride it because I got into a bad car accident. Notice I said car accident, not a bike accident, but um, my health didn't really allow me to ride, but I still loved it. I still talked about it. And he always saw that. Now, when I grew up, my parents were always like, do whatever you want to do, like have options, have opportunities, do this, do that. And so when things come up, generally speaking, I'm like, if I want to do it, I'm going to figure out how to do it. Like, there is nothing that's impossible. And I think that really is what fuels everything. I mean, I've built websites. Uh, I've, I- I've, I've been a judge for cheerleading. I've been in marching bands. I've been in, um, I've tried jujitsu. I'm in guitar lessons right now. Many of you guys know that. I talked about that in my last video. I've done all kinds of different things. I've traveled some. I've been an actor. I've gone to film school. All kinds of different things that have just really opened my eyes to a lot of things and allowed me to learn a lot of different things. Like, sometimes you just got to go for things that don't make any sense. And that's the truth. Sometimes you just have to go for things that don't make any sense. My husband, he really didn't grow up that way. And as much as we love each other, sometimes that we kind of clash because there are things that I want to do and he just can't wrap his mind around them. And I just say, hey, let's try this thing. And he can't picture it in his mind. And I was so proud of him because I was looking online and I was like, you know what? Hey, I found this bike online and like, I even kind of make myself a little bit smaller sometimes because I say, no, nothing, never mind. I feel silly even for asking. But the truth is, like, if you don't ask for things or go for things ever, you never do anything. And he said, no, oh my gosh, no, there's nothing silly. What is it? And I said, hey, I found this bike online. It's a great price. What do you think? Like, what do you? And he was like, let's do it. He didn't think twice about it. He didn't pause. And, sometimes you should think things through, but I think he'd been thinking about this like, oh, that's not going to happen for me. I'm not sure if that's ever going to be a thing. But as soon as it became possible, he was interested. Um, and by the end of the week, he bought the bike. He doesn't have a license. He doesn't have a permit. But he said, I'm getting it. Come with me. I need you to drive it home. So I drove the bike home. And I was just so excited for him. Like, to see somebody finally opening up their world of possibility is just so heartwarming and so encouraging. And so he was just so complimentary about me driving the bike home. I think I drove it 45 minutes back to the house. I followed him home, and he was in the car. And the next morning, he didn't really look at it. He didn't really do anything with it. And I kind of kept asking him, like, are you happy? Like, do you like the bike? And he said to me, well, you had to drive it home. I don't have the things I need for it. I don't have a helmet. I don't have a this, and I don't have a that. It just feels like, it's not my bike yet. And so I said, come on, let's take a picture with it. And we went outside, and I said, get on, swing over it, and I swing your leg over. And we took pictures with it, and he's posing and being silly and everything. And sometimes you just have to appreciate those funny moments where you did something and it didn't make sense, but now you're bigger for it. Now you're better for it. I know, and it sounds weird because we're talking about a motorcycle, but there are so many people out there that would never, like, oh no, that's not for me. I'm scared. And like I said, he doesn't have a helmet, doesn't have a license. He's just like, I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to commit to learning how to do this. He signed up for his MSF course. It's like the Motorcycle Safety Foundation course, if you don't know what that is. And at the end, you test for your license, like your endorsement, which basically gives you your license when you go to the DMV. And he's already got everything scheduled. And that's so unlike him. He usually is kind of a last minute guy. But I thought to myself, was this a bad idea? No, it's not. Because in the future, the next time we talk about something and we're trying to figure out what our next step is for this or that, or we want to start a business or whatever the case, he's going to be more open to it. And I feel like being able to do certain things and say, you know what, this doesn't make any sense right now, but I'm committing to this and I'm going to do this because I can see that in the future, this is going to get me somewhere. I feel like that is where innovation starts. Like that is how you get places, because everybody's going to talk shit. Everybody's going to say you're stupid. You're making a mistake. You're doing this, you're doing that. And then as soon as something works out for you, then they want to know how you did it. And the truth is, you got to just go for things, and you got to just bypass all the naysayers. You gotta just be available to yourself, for yourself. Because if you're looking for so much external encouragement at every step, you're not always going to get it. And that keeps me from doing things sometimes. Even though normally I am more a person that would do lots of stuff, go for things, try this, try that. Sometimes I can't get past that hump of, I tried it, but I don't know, it's not working fast enough, And I'm just so proud of him. I'm so proud of him for getting this bike, and for really just going for it, going for something that just kind of, like I said, doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now. But I told him, don't be worried about a helmet. We can get you a helmet. A lot of people, the biggest hurdle of getting the bike is actually getting the bike, and you have it. It's parked right there. It's home. You have it at home to work on, to figure out. Together, we can do it together. I've got a bike, you've got a bike. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. You passed it. And I think that with this YouTube channel, the only reason, I'm not gonna say the only reason, but a big reason why I'm even making this video right now is because of him getting that bike the other day. and seeing how he kind of overcame something in his mind. He like opened something, he unlocked something, you know? And I think that's really important. I really do. I think that is so important. And so if there's something that you want to start or you want to try, do it. Do it. I feel silly right now. I'm in the parking lot of Harris Teeter. It's 7:02 in the morning. I feel silly. People are looking at me. But like, I wanted to come on here and talk with you guys about this morning because I'm here. I'm here. You guys are here. Whatever you want to do, do it. Whatever you want to do it. And make it work for you. Thanks.